Okay, so where is my head at? What is the focus here today? Why am I here? All right. So number one is to provide direction. As you know, there's such a lot of scammers out there today. Like literally most of the videos today, marketers are advertising scams. Okay, selling things that you don't need. So yeah, I'm here to provide direction today. Okay, to drive you away from scammers and towards true mentorship. Now, true mentorship, what is true mentorship, right? Mentorship is the opposite of an inspiration. An inspiration would flash you their homes, their cars, their vacations, what they wear, where they are, whatever. That is inspiration, making it almost impossible for you to follow or for you to achieve, right? True mentorship is somebody that can take you by the hand, all right? And show you exactly how to get where they are. That for me personally is true mentorship. Okay. Number two, why am I here? Is to provide a consistent source of income for you. Something you don't have to pay fees for, these startup fees. Like, why do you want to help somebody, but you're taking money from them? Right? That doesn't make sense. It's the same like going to look for a job. Do you pay? Do you pay the company to interview you? Do you pay to get that job? All right. So that does not make sense. Okay. So I am here to provide a consistent source of income, direct you towards that. Okay. But hear me. Consistency is in structure. It's the same as any other workplace. If there's no structure, no methods that you follow, there will not be consistency. All right. And with consistency comes improvement. Because yes, the world is moving forward. Everything is changing. So if you don't change and if you do not keep up with whatever is happening around you, you're not going to be consistent and you're not going to go further in life, right? And that's the one thing that I so love about our community. I mean, look here on the screen, right? This is an indicator that was created by my mentor himself. Okay. This indicator, it's his exact strategy that he uses to trade. Okay. So you could be literally sitting at home following these signals via this indicator, making money. Okay. So yes, our community keeps up with whatever happened. I mean, it's actually better than any bot that I've tried. And believe you me, I've tried bots in my past, all right? None of them worked. This works. All right. Number 3 is to provide you with a bulletproof protection in your career. And how do we do that in our community? Is to provide you with exclusive community offerings, quality education, something that nobody can take away from you. What you have and what you know, nobody can take away from you, right? So you'll get to know certain skills that will have a direct positive impact in all sectors of your life, because knowledge is power. All right. Number 4 is also to provide you with transparency and simplicity. Okay. We don't gatekeep. You'll never feel left out or confused in our community. There's free education, right? There's free signals, okay? But signals that are explained, right? Which brings me to number 5, providing you free access, free education, right? Okay, so number 6, let's tackle this one. I have this group on my Telegram page, right? That's called the Slow Grow group. Okay. So with this group, I normally show people the importance of compounding. So even if you come, right, with your trading account on a minimum of $100, you can easily flip that account if you understand the power of compounding in small amounts. All right. And number 7, providing you options. All right. I also provide people with other opportunities, multiple streams of income. You can check through my website. If you click the link in my bio, you can check through my website as an example. There you'll see the businesses that I've personally set up for myself. And I'll also show other people how they can do it for themselves as well. All right. So if you are serious about changing your income this year, right, and you have not forgotten about your New Year's resolution, right? I mean, where are we now? In the month of May. Like, have you slaughtered your goals yet? All right. If not, listen very carefully. Because most people scroll all day complaining about money and never learn a skill that can actually pay them online. I was the same. I always thought that, look, you need to push hours, you need to work hard, instead of working smart. Okay, I was the same until I discovered gold trading. And no, I'm not talking about gambling or guessing. I'm talking about learning a real strategy, understanding the market, and using discipline to grow small accounts over time. Okay, because nobody out there caters for small accounts, right? So every single day, people are making money from their phones trading gold. The problem is that most beginners try to do it alone and they end up blowing their accounts, they get emotional, and they quit before even learning everything properly. Okay, so that's why our community exists. Inside, let me show you, right? It's beginner friendly, right? It's packed with gold trading education. The trade setups, they are remarkable, right? And the market breakdowns, you're going to love it, right? Risk management, so you stop blowing your accounts. How to grow a small account correctly, all that you'll find, right, in our community, okay? And the mindset and routine serious traders use. So, you don't need any experience. You don't need thousands to start off, right? You just need the right guidance and consistency, okay? So if you're tired, I mean really tired of struggling financially, if you want to learn a high-income online skill, and if you're ready to stop watching other people win while you stay stuck, I encourage you to click the link in my bio and join our community, okay? Don't wait until one day, because most people wait forever and they never start. The people who take action today are the ones whose lives change 6 months from now. Okay, I'm a strong believer, I'm a very firm believer in getting things done today. And my partner actually told me this: never leave things for tomorrow. Get it done today, because you have no idea what's going to pop up tomorrow. Okay, so click the link, join us, and let's start building your trading journey together. All right, so today could genuinely change the direction of your financial future. Okay, why I'm saying that? Not because I'm here to sell you a dream, all right? Not because trading is easy, and definitely not because money falls from the sky. But, all right, but because there are people right now learning a skill online that gives them an opportunity to create extra income from their phones and their laptops. And most people never even give themselves the chance to learn it. All right. So if you're on this live right now, comment where you're from, comment what your goals are, and comment the word freedom if you're tired of surviving month to month. Okay. I want to know who is serious, who is genuinely serious, right? And please tap the screen so that TikTok provides me with space and more time to be on, so I can explain more in depth, because I know that you really want to know Listen, chick, what on earth are you talking about? Okay, so today I'm going to show you what gold trading actually is, why people are obsessed with gold, XAUUSD, the biggest mistake beginners make, how to start even if you're completely new, and how my community helps people stay consistent and disciplined. Okay, so first things first, trading is not magic. It's not gambling when done correctly, and it is a guaranteed income if done properly. All right. Trading is a skill, and skills can change lives. The problem is that most people approach trading emotionally. They rush, they over-risk, they chase profits, then they lose money and they quit. But people who win long-term, they treat it like a business. Just like I said just now, like there needs to be structure, right? Otherwise that business will fall, it will fail. They learn structure. They learn patience. They learn risk management. And they stay around people who are serious, right? That's what I love. That's exactly why our community exists. Okay. So this isn't about hype. This is about education, consistency, mindset, and execution. Proper execution. So if you're serious about learning how the markets work, tap the screen, share this live, please, right? Share this live and click the link in my bio to join the community. Because the earlier you start learning and the earlier you stop depending on luck. Let's talk about gold. Okay. What is gold trading? Gold trading is simply trading the movement of gold prices online. When people hear gold, they think, jewelry? But traders think opportunity, right? So gold moves every single day, sometimes slowly, sometimes very aggressively. Like those who have been trading like for a while, you know what I'm talking about. And traders analyze those movements to potentially profit from price going up or price going down, especially now that Trump is running the markets, right? That's why people love gold. Okay. So one move can create massive opportunities. But that's also why discipline matters. A lot of beginners come into trading trying to double accounts overnight. That mentality, that is what destroys accounts. Real traders focus on precision, patience, risk control, emotional discipline, high probability setups, right? Most important. Oh, I love my community for this. And inside our community, we focus heavily on protecting capital first. Because if you can protect your money, you stay in the game long enough to improve, right? Can I please say that again? If you can protect your money, you stay in the game long enough to improve, okay? And once you improve, then consistency becomes possible, right? So most people spend years working jobs they hate. But here's the thing. They won't spend 3 to 6 months learning a skill that could create another income stream. Okay? Like really? That mindset has to change. Like honestly, the internet changed everything. You can learn from anywhere and you can study from your phone. You can connect with people globally, but you need the right environment because social media only shows flashy profits, luxury lifestyles, rented cars, fake screenshots. What they don't show you is discipline, journaling, losses, emotional control, patience, studying charts for hours. That's the real side of trading, right? And that's what we teach. If you want real education and a serious community, click the link and join us. Okay, I want to be real with you. Most people start trading for one reason, okay? They want more. Like, honestly, they want more freedom, more options, more income, more time. All right, but did you know that less is more? Okay? Did you know? Maybe you're tired of struggling financially, depending on one income, living paycheck to paycheck, asking for leave at work, not being able to help family, feeling stuck. A lot of people feel that way. That's why trading attracts people, not because it's easy, but because it offers possibility. Okay. So I remember realizing that nobody was coming to save me financially. That was a wake-up call. The moment you realize you need skills, not shortcuts, everything changes. I can guarantee you that. And I made mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. Overtrading, revenge trading, risking too much, entering impulsively, listening to random people online. Like, that's exactly why community matters. Okay? Because alone, right? Alone, people quit quickly, but around disciplined people, you improve faster. That's why inside our community, we focus on mindset, strategy, consistency, structure, accountability, and most importantly, protecting your account. Okay? People need guidance. People need support. Okay? People need an environment that keeps them focused. And one thing I always tell beginners, that follow after me, your first goal should not be becoming rich. Your first goal should be becoming disciplined, because discipline creates longevity. So if you're serious about learning properly, click the link in my bio and join the community. All right? So let's talk about what beginners actually need to understand. Okay. Here's why. Risk management. This is the most important skill. Not entries, not indicators, not signals. Risk management. If you risk too much, what happens? One emotional mistake can wipe out your account. I've been there. Professional traders think differently. They survive first, then grow slowly. Okay? If you can't make much of little, you can't make much of much. Okay? So yeah, inside the community, we teach lot sizing, account protection, risk to reward, right? And trust me, we have big rewards. Risk to reward, stop losses, emotional control, right? Because trading without risk management is dangerous. Okay. Number 2, patience. Most people lose because they force trades. The market is always moving, but not every move is your move. Good traders wait. They wait for confirmation. They wait for structure. They wait for probability. All right. So patience separates emotional traders from disciplined traders. Very important. Okay. Number 3, psychology. Right. This is a big one, right? Trading exposes emotions, fear, greed, impatience, and ego. A trader can have a good strategy and still fail because of emotions. How weird is that, right? That's why mindset training matters. And number 4, consistency. People want instant success, and that is the downfall. But trading rewards consistency, not that overly ambitiousness. All right. Showing up daily, studying daily, reviewing mistakes, improving gradually. That's what works. That's how traders evolve. Okay. And number 5, environment matters. So if you surround yourself with negative people, people who mock ambition, people who fear growth, your mindset shrinks down to their level. All right. But when you surround yourself with disciplined traders, your perspective changes. And I've seen this in the Forex Evolution group, right? Inside the community, people learn together. We grow together, right? Stay accountable. It's not one of those Telegram groups where you just receive signals and then boom, you need to trade, right? We discuss trades, you know? So yeah. And that support matters more than people realize. If that sounds like something you need, click the link and join us. Okay. But here's the thing. Let me ask you something. What would extra income change for you? Would it help? Are you sure? Would it help pay bills, help your family, reduce stress, create savings, build confidence, create options? Drop your answers, right, in the comments. I read these comments because this is real. People are struggling. People are searching for opportunities. People want growth. And again, trading is not guaranteed money unless you do it properly. There are risks. Losses happen. But learning valuable skills matter, right? Most schools never, ever teach financial literacy, investing, risk management, market psychology, online business. People discover these things later in life, right? That really sucks. That really sucks. So the goal is not to become reckless. The goal is to become educated. Knowledge is power again. That's why our community exists, to help people learn properly, avoid beginner mistakes, stay disciplined, understand the markets, grow step by step, all at no cost. We're not going to charge you for learning. No. And one thing I love seeing is confidence grow, right? Not fake confidence, real confidence. All right. So confidence that comes from knowledge, preparation, discipline, and experience that just hits different, right? So if you're serious about growth, click the link in my bio and join our community. Okay, so motivation plus the vision segment. Okay, let's go there. So imagine where you could be 1 year from now if you became disciplined today. Okay, 1 year of learning, improving, journaling, managing risk, developing patience, right? Most people underestimate consistency, really, really underestimate it, right? Tiny improvements every day become massive results over time. But most people quit way too early. They want instant success, instant profits, instant freedom. Real growth doesn't work like that, right? You can try as hard as you can. It doesn't work like that, right? Every successful trader you see today was once confused. Every disciplined trader once made mistakes. I made mistakes. Every confident trader once doubted themselves. The difference? They kept learning, right? They kept learning. That's why community matters. When motivation disappears, structure keeps you moving. Okay. So inside the community, we focus on daily discipline, chart understanding, market structure, strategy refinement, emotional control, long-term growth. Because we're building traders, not gamblers, right? So I want people to understand this clearly. You do not need to rush. Take a pull and chill. Slow growth with discipline is more powerful than emotional gambling. So protect your capital, protect your mindset, protect your future. Okay, so that's that's a philosophy, right? And for anyone watching this live thinking, can I really do this? You can learn, right? Nobody is born understanding charts. Nobody is born understanding risk management. Nobody is born emotionally disciplined. No, these are all skills, and skills can be developed, but you must start. Okay, so let's move on to community offer breakdowns. Okay, let me explain exactly what you get when you join our community. Inside, we focus on helping beginners and developing disciplined traders. Okay, depending on your level, you'll get access to educational guidance, beginner support, trading discussions, right? How nice. Discussions, not just a freaking signal group, right? Mindset training, okay? Chart breakdowns, risk management, principles, accountability, community, motivation, okay? The goal is not hype. The goal is growth. I mean, look at this that I have in front of you, okay? Years, and even before the signal was given in our community, we were told, listen, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to buy or sell at that level, and this is why. Not just sending a signal, right? This is a discussion group that we have here. Okay. So there's the signal given. Reduce risk, meaning listen, don't go at it too wildly. Listen, with the lot size and all that. Okay. So what we look out for, okay? Watch for a potential sharp bullish correction to be ready to reduce stop loss to, right? And so on and so forth. This is a discussion group. This is what I love about our community, right? So the goal is not hype, the goal is growth. So I want people who are willing to learn, people who are willing to improve, people who are serious about building skills. This community is not for lazy people. Don't get me wrong. It's not for lazy people. It's not for people chasing fantasy overnight success. It's for people willing to learn, stay disciplined, improve consistency, and think long term. We're not just going to think now, think long term, all right? This right here is our retirement plan. So if that's you, then this environment can genuinely help you. And remember, you don't need to become perfect overnight. You just need to start. The biggest mistake people make is waiting forever. Waiting for confidence, right? Waiting for certainty. Waiting for the perfect time. But growth starts when you take action. So if you're ready to learn and surround yourself with serious people, click the link in my bio and join our community. Okay. And yeah, I appreciate every single person who stay on this live and listen to whatever I'm teaching you today. Okay. So whether you're brand new to trading or already tried, improve. And remember this, your future can change when your habits change. Not overnight, not magically, but gradually. And the people who build skills today create more options tomorrow. Okay. Another thing, right? This is the most rewarding career. Trading is the most rewarding career, right? And for those who've been struggling to trade and feel that nothing is working, here's just a fraction of what the community offers, right? so you never blow your account again. Like I said, it's the most rewarding, most lucrative career on planet Earth. That's why many people who fail at it always seem to come back, because they keep on telling themselves, if only I fix that one thing, right? They know what to fix, but they still struggle to fix it, right? However, the market is sly. It will literally paint you a picture, right? To make you think that, oh, I have a solution to that. That looks easy. But then it's not. Then it turns against you. Okay. It looks so simple. That's why our community is there, to simplify and explain to you why gold. I actually believe gold is a woman. Full of nonsense. But yeah. All right. So we don't only focus on strategy, but we focus on character. Whatever goes on your trading balances, that emphasizes the person you are. So if you're an impatient person, it will show in your results. If you're a greedy person, it will show, by the amount of wins or the amount of losses you make. Okay. So it's very rewarding. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're going to make sure that you never blow your account again, for those who have been trading. And the number one thing is, don't trade. 5 rules, right? Don't trade. Don't trade when you are not supposed to trade. Okay. And I'll explain this a little bit in depth to you a little bit later. Okay. Number 2, the amount of trading positions that you have in. If your idea, let me put it to you this way. If your idea is invalid and you have too many trades open, just imagine the loss. That's why our community encourage people to trade less. It is impossible to blow your account if you abide by proper risk management, all right? As you know about the coin toss method. So, number 3, remember that every trade matters. Before pressing that buy or that sell button, if you haven't confirmed that trade, right, you don't enter. Why? The more your trades goes into a negative balance, the more chance is that it flips against you. Then a lot of traders, what they do is they put another trade and they put another trade, to make sure that, listen, the trades that I'm putting now will make up for the other one that's in the minus. Doesn't work that way. Let me ask you this. If market hits your stop loss, doesn't that mean that your calculation was wrong? So why would you put in more wrong calculations, more wrong trades, if that makes sense? Is that not why we put a stop loss there in the first place? So why put more trades? Okay. Rule number 4, avoid distractions. Guys, a lot of people try to get you in with their flashy cars, homes, everything that we discussed just now. A lot of people try to get you in, right, with these distractions. I mean, even if you're going to be in too much Telegram signal groups, you're going to end up confusing yourself, because you get different traders out there, right? You get a lot of different traders out there with different trading methods. Stick to one thing. Okay. The fewer the strategies, the better. Okay. Number 5, mentorship. Exactly what I've discussed just now. Proper mentorship. Remember what I said. What is the difference between a mentor and an inspiration? A mentor can lead you, take you by the hand and lead you. Inspiration, they just show-offs, right? Show-offs and scammers, okay? So, I just want to share my next screen with you. Okay, this is why most people fail, right, in trading, okay? And also I've explained how you'll never blow your account again, but this gets covered in our community, right? In depth, okay? These are the 5 rules. So if you need to write it down, write it down. Okay, I'm just going to pause there for a second. You can screenshot, right? Okay, moving on. Okay, why should you stay away? This is important. Like, why should you stay away from paying courses online? Because people out there, right? Let me explain this. And I don't only see it in trading, but in other online business opportunities as well. So instead of showing you how to make money, right? They make you buy a course, something you could get for free on YouTube, right? Selling you a trap because now you think, I already bought this, like it's an investment, right? Why else do you think that these presenters don't tell you exactly what they do before selling you? You know, next thing you know, you click somebody's bio and then boom, you need to pay $200 and something. For what? Like, why don't they just know, man? Right? So they want you to keep questioning, right? They want to keep you excited on their lives and then boom, you end up buying nonsense. Okay. So the task here is to ask exactly what they do. What do you do? You know, what am I buying here, right? Don't just buy. And I've been there buying online courses, and after I bought it, I realized it's a lot of nonsense that I just bought. I could have just bought this on YouTube, right? So really, a lot of people don't even know how to trade, but they will sell you a trading course, right? And then the money that you pay for the trading course, they use that money to fund their trading accounts, right? They don't show you their mistakes, but they only show you their wins, if that makes sense. Okay. So be extremely careful. Be extremely careful for people who steal other people's signals. They would literally copy and paste other people's signals, post it in their community, okay? And then use AI or ChatGPT to generate fake lifestyles, okay? So that's one thing I love about our community. You will never see people flash their homes, cars, or their lifestyles, like. So that mind games we don't do. We don't use mind games to make you join our community. We use real facts, okay? All right. So scammers know that South Africa, like honestly, have you realized that South African people would rather listen to an overseas person with an overseas accent, right? Which is so messed up. It's really so messed up because here in South Africa, we have the best of the best, okay? Guys, one thing you need to remember, that the best things in life are free, right? It's overlooked because it seems too good to be true, right? This requires something more, we think. But what more are you looking for, right? The best things really, the best things are behind closed doors? No, don't go for that saying, right? Don't fall for that garbage, okay? Desperate people get scammed, okay? Left, right, and center by these know-it-alls. Even in my live sessions, they come on here and they try to sell you their link in their bio. Okay, so just ignore if you see somebody on my video, on my live doing that, like literally just ignore them, okay? So I'm always finding myself blocking them. So keep your eyes open, okay? Scammers are everywhere. You can't move forward if you keep opening yourself up to distractions, right? I dare you to give me 3 months to get you to get to that total freedom, right? Those profits that you are seeking for, I can show you how, right? My community can show you how. And I dare you to unsubscribe to all those groups that you've been joining, right? And join our community today. Okay, let me just. So yeah, the real answer is, the real question is, are you willing to listen? Okay, because that's all that I'm doing here is guiding. Are you willing to listen? Right? If after 3 months you're not happy, which I doubt, you can go back to those groups, which I doubt, right? I can guarantee you that after 3 months, it'll be because of, well, after 3 months, if you don't make it, it'll be because of greed, right? But we also, the benefit of it, we also show you how to overcome greed. Okay. So are you willing to be open-minded to discover that success is not rocket science? It's not as complicated as it seems. And that's one thing I'm applauding my community on. When you set foot in our community, we won't just put you in a signal group. The reason why we do this is because we don't see anyone as just a number. Everyone is different and had different experiences and have different ways of thinking, right? So we want to know about you and where we can help you, what challenges you are facing. Okay. So because, let's be real, these signal groups don't cater for people with small accounts. They say, buy, 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 buy. And then what happens? Margin label. You end up blowing your accounts. All right. So let me just tell you a little bit about my experience, and the power of partnership and community. So my partner and I have spent the past 5.5 years building our own business, like completely on our own. Our goal has always been to prove that anything is possible and that with determination and hard work, you can achieve success without relying on anyone else, okay? So I wanted to gain experience so I could help people who lacked money or education. The goal was to become someone others could learn from and look up to. Yes, I achieved success, but it came at a cost. In the beginning, it was really bad. I worked like 21-hour days, right? Constantly, pushing myself beyond my limits. It felt like I had traded my soul just to survive. Who would truly want to follow that path? Like, not me, right? If I look back at what I did, not me. I always thought, listen, I needed to work hard, right? But now I work smart. Okay. So that is the power of partnership. Doing it alone is hard. Doing it alone. But why take such a big leap of faith? Because this was a huge leap of faith that I took. Before starting my cleaning business, I quit my other job that I had, right? I started the cleaning business immediately after that from scratch. And that is why you're gonna think this is so cheesy, but that is why the name Before You Leap. Okay. So my company, Before You Leap, focuses on all the things you need to take into account, take into consideration before you take that leap. Really cheesy, right? So before you leap, these are my two businesses, my cleaning business and my transport business. But it came with such a lot of sleepless nights. Recently, I needed to let go of a lot of my transport business because it was interfering with my cleaning business. Okay. So yes, we need something online. Okay. So my cleaning business gave my transport business a boost. Yes. Which then funded my mentorship program, which is Before You Leap. And I want to teach you to do the same. Okay. So what is Before You Leap all about? All right. So as you can see there, I'm an author as well, Black Belt Guide to Success. So Before You Leap is a mentorship program that'll boost your way of thinking in a way that'll guarantee lifestyle upgrade every year. Okay, that's what I've been doing. I've been upgrading my life every year. Okay, and a lot of people have been learning from simple things that I do. Okay, so what does the book Black Belt Guide to Success have to do with it? Black Belt Guide to Success takes the fundamentals of fighting and turns it into real-life lessons, so my readers can understand in simple terms how easy it is to succeed. Before You Leap finds ways to break this down. Okay, so it's not just a book. It's my blueprint to living a life that always improves in all sectors, right? You can think of. So if you want to hear it from my followers, click the link provided. Okay, so then after all the struggles, I learned, right, how to make extra money without quitting my job. So yes, I've been running my cleaning business on the side, but also I've started trading. So what if you could start earning extra income this month using skills you already have? Okay, you don't need a huge following, no tons of money to start off with. You don't need experience. You do need a simple plan. You do need to take action, and you do need consistency. That's all things that we will teach you in our community, okay? So what I do, right, is trading gold. I do affiliation programs, which I will give you access to, okay? And building a small online side hustle. I even, right, have a little course for you on how you can not only learn how to trade, right, but also set up 3 streams of income. Also copy my website. Know what? I can even create your site for you for free. Okay? I can do that, right? Your affiliation program, I can create. I've been doing that for so many of my followers. I can create a site for you for free. Okay? You don't have to pay for a website, right? I'll do it for free. I've already put in the groundwork for you. Okay? So, one thing you have to remember is this is not a get rich quick scheme, right? No weird schemes. Just smart moves plus consistency. And the truth, people making extra money aren't lucky. They started before they felt ready. Okay? So imagine 6 months from now, as we've discussed just now, still thinking about it or already earning, your move. That is completely up to you. Okay? So, here's another option for you. Make $5 for every referral. Okay? People are earning big bucks. Like if you don't only want to do trading, you can also earn from my referral program, right? I give people this money, right? I have proof of giving people this money. Okay. So yep, I'll sponsor you $5 for every student you send my way. So it helps me make a difference in the world, right? That's why I'm able to pay you. This helps me build my portfolio. Why? Because instead of spending money on ads, I'll rather reward you. Okay. So you only need to refer 20 people to be able to fund your trading account with a starting capital of $100. Okay. Because in trading, you need at least $100 so that you can grow and manage that account. But apart from that $100, guys, there's no fees. Like I'm not charging you anything. Our group is free. The signals is free. Everything should be free because we are already profitable, right? Why charge people for a course or any other, if you are already profitable? Okay, so if you have anything like people on your how can I put this? On your TikTok or wherever promising you, but you need to pay for it, like always remember this. If you go job hunting, do you pay for that job? No, because you want money. That's why you're going for the job in the first place. All right. So I have a setup video, how to set up your account if you click the link in my bio. All right. First, well, let me just exit here. I want to show you how cool this is. Right? Look at this indicator. There was a nice sell there. You know, you could have made nice money there. Look at this buy right here, right? Look how cool this indicator is. In our community, you get access. There's a lacquer sell there. Boom. In our community, you get access to this. Look at that sell way at the top there. Right? Way at the top. Look at that sell there. Way there. Boom. You get access to this indicator for free. Look at this buy. I mean, wouldn't you want access? Okay, this is a small one here, but still you could have made some profits there. Right? Easy peasy. Look at that buy signal there. And then immediately, boom, it skyrocketed, right? I mean, you could be sitting home following these signals from this indicator, making money consistently, right? And another thing I want to show you, actually, no, it's not on my Excel. It's not on the either. Let me just check here. Another thing I want to show you, and I know some of you must have seen this before, but oh, sorry, this is also what I wanted to show you, right? This is on my trading view, like snapshots that I've captured here, the links to it, while I was busy with my training, you know, some of my training. There you can learn from my snapshots as well. And then I also want to show you compound. Like literally, if you had to start with $100, right? How within a space of 3 months you could be withdrawing $1,000 every 2 weeks. So you start off with $100, and a lot of traders don't get these results because they over leverage their account and then they never get to see these results. Okay, so if you just focus every day only increasing your account by 5%, look at that. A lot of traders would not be happy with only making $5. They always over leverage their account, put big lot sizes, and they end up messing up and blowing their accounts. But if you accept small amounts, $5 first day, right? 5% on that puts you on over $10 already for 2 days, $15 after 3 days, $21 after 4 days. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Small gains, right? After 1 week, 2 weeks, right? Your account is already on 162, right? After 4 weeks, look at that. More than double your account, right? Look at this. After 3 months, look where you sit after 3 months. $1,867, right? And what happens after 3 months? Let's say you keep that capital and you only profit from that capital and you keep on withdrawing, right? After 2 weeks, look at that, an extra $1,000. So after 2 weeks here, you gain $1,000, which means you withdraw $1,000 every 2 weeks, right? But I don't know about you, right? But let me just take out my calculator quickly. I don't know about you, but $1,000 multiplied, let's say $17 to rand, it's about 17. That's about 18,000 rand. And if you multiply it by 2, because this is 2 weeks, right? So let's take it for a month. That's about 35,000 rand. Okay, 35,000 rand you can make on the side. You don't even have to leave your job or whatever. You can make that on the side. And like I said, not many people see these results because they are not satisfied with small gains. That's the truth. That's the truth, guys. So yeah, If you want to see these results and more, I'm actually showing you this on a minimum, right? These results and more, click the link in my bio to join our community. Okay, right. You won't regret it. I promise you.